2008, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of an easy run for you that day. Have you any reason to believe things will be a bit different tomorrow?
I think if you watch the game, it wasn't really that easy. I think we only pulled away in the second half, like the last quarter of the game. I distinctly remember Earlsey getting his first try and first touch of international rugby. But yeah, I do. Especially, obviously I've been paying a lot of attention to their back row, and they've got some pretty athletic, abrasive ball carriers. They've got guys who have skills at sevens and people who've the dark arts of the front row who are playing at 8, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to kicking off our World Cup campaign, and just excited to finally be over here in the competition and just get going, to be honest.
Where you are now, obviously, sort of eve of the World Cup. Are you where you want to be at this point in terms of preparation?
Well, it's pretty exciting, I must say, for to get on the plane and get over here eventually, and just witnessing how people are being welcomed and all that. It's been a fantastic sort of vibe happening. But when we arrived here, we've had a good think about things, and we feel we're in a pretty good place. It's the tournament not to take lightly at any time, and we know that Canada will load up for this first game. The thing to remember about Canada is they've been together probably 7 or 8 games now. They've had a fairly long build-up. Kieran Crowley's been there for a fair while. We've done a fair bit of work on what we're expecting that they would deliver against us. So hopefully we're in front of it.
Right here on the group 2 weeks ago, what material effect does it have on the conditions out there? What's it like in the
Pretty bloody hot, which is great, kind of different to what we get most of the year. You think it's going to be really dry actually, but it can be quite, especially if we get the support that's been building, is there tomorrow. Because of all the people in the building with the roof closed, it can get pretty humid in there, and sometimes the ball can be a little bit slippery. But otherwise, it's great. I really like it. It adds to the atmosphere. It gets really, really loud. I've had some really, really great days out there, and some pretty low days, and I'm hopefully it's going to be, we're going to get the outcome that we want. It's huge. I've tasted both kind of getting to the squad kind of feeling and not getting on the squad feeling, and I can tell you it's much nicer being here than not. But now that you're here and you get part of the squad, you realise like what you've gone through. Not only in the last 8 weeks or 9 weeks we've been in kind of camp. Like for me personally, I've been playing since 2005, so there's a lot of work put in there. That's 10 years of rugby, and these kind of opportunities don't come around all that often.
Jamie, how do you feel compared to 4 years ago? How do you feel compared on the eve of the World Cup? Has it changed sort of slightly?
Personally, or?
Yeah, personally. Yeah.
It's a lot nicer to be closer to home. I think what the management did and kept us in Carton and kept us in Ireland for our pre-season was really good. We've a lot of team members who have young families, and it's great for them to be able to get home very quickly and be close to home as well, for them travelling wise. We weren't over here getting caught up in any of the excitement, I suppose, which was a little bit weird at times being back at home, but it's kind of, we've obviously, the biggest difference is that we're just here literally on kind of eve of Eve, whatever it was, as Rala would say, to just come here and get the ball rolling and focus in on Canada first up.